Hey fam, welcome back to the Donna Mix. And it's your baby girl Onyi Damola Olukuta. And on today's amazing episode, I'm taking you on a roller coaster because today we're bringing you to the fashion world where it's mingling with tech. And it's amazing for someone like me who is a broadcast journalist and a media personnel to bring to you things that are innovative. Because I've always wondered, what's the next step for fashion? Is fashion just about us making? And although AI is out there and a lot of people are using it, and we want to be like, oh, let's use it the right way in the fashion industry as well. And today's conference is doing justice to that. To start with, we have a lot of keynote speakers who spoke extensively, giving details that you will least expect, just to let us know, have a clearer understanding of what the industry has become and what to look out for in the future. From digital retail solutions to sustainable fashion system, this conference is bringing together innovators who are redefining the African fashion space. So we heard from the incredible industry leaders and innovators today, sharing insights on technology, branding, global competitiveness in African fashion. And you'll be wondering, is this all coming together? Listen to the keynote speakers and you would understand what being here. You don't want to miss it. That's why we brought the gist to you.
Amazing and beautiful. And I want to tell you something. If you're in the fashion industry, you are one that is designed by God. Let me tell you why. Your fingers are woven in the intricacies of the one that created the world. You see, when you see what God has created and you marvel at the clouds and the sky and the trees and the plants and the animals, and you create something, every time you create, you're a dimension of God. And just to remind you, God was the first fashion designer, you know. When Adam and Eve sinned, guess what? He clothed them. So you're not the first person, right, to clothe. God is the first. But let me bring you back to the question. She asked, who dictates the fashion, the beauty standards? Entertainment, media. It's a mountain on its own. I'm in my mid-30s, but I watch Salem, Eric, Goa, these younger influencers. I'm seeing how I study. I'm a nerd. I'm a doctor. I'm a trained doctor. So forget this look. I'm a nerd.
That's why your question was hard.
What I've noticed is that the real algorithm is not Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. The real algorithm, you want to know? Do you want to know? Say please, say please.
Please now, please, we're begging you, please. We're home.
The real algorithm are people that you have made choose you. The real algorithm are what? People you have made choose you, aka culture. AKA what? Culture. So those who pursue trends are finished. Because tomorrow, the hashtag might change. 4 years ago, big bum bum was the trend. Now slim.
I think it depends on which.
Trends are not sustainable. Culture is sustainable. And culture is when you make people choose you. And that's the real algorithm. That's number one. Number two, let me say this to everybody here. Misplacement. Misplacement. Well, let's go. Mediocrity. Mediocrity is better than misplacement. Mediocrity is what? Better than what? Misplacement. It's better for you to be a mediocre fashion person that has clarity than to be excellent, but you are misplaced.
Anything you make and you sell, and people pay money for it or put value on it, it is generally to be agreed that you are creative. That's why people like what you're doing. Okay? Now, having said that, if that premise is correct, you now realize that as creative as you are guy is definitely not a creative genius, he's just a consumer. That means that creativity is endorsed commercially by the not creatives, by the non-creatives. Right? So for you to balance creativity and profitability, make sure your creativity is commercially viable. Make sure the kind of creativity that you want to pay money for or put value on. That's the only way you can balance creativity and profitability. Okay? Are we making sense?
Right, I'll give you a very good example. There was a day somebody came to my business and said I should help them put girls are bastards on their t-shirts. Now this is not gender war. And the next person came and said I should put skull, the picture of a skull. Even if I'm not around, my staff member knows that they cannot make that kind of thing. It's not in my character, it's not in my business character. Now if I do t-shirts randomly, well, maybe I can make skull for you, but my business is not a business that can make skull and girls are bastards right up on the t-shirt, right? That means that's not your target audience. So even if that person has my money in quotes, I'm not going to make such outfit for that person, right? And what you're doing is filtering the people that don't necessarily need your product, right? So if you're selling kaftans, you're selling outfits, ready-to-made outfits, there are certain people that can afford what you're selling. So you look at their age, where they go to, the people that influence them, right? Their location, very, very important. So majority of my customers are in Lagos, United Kingdom, Port Harcourt, Ibadan. So when I'm sending ads on Instagram, I will not send ads to Uyo because I like Uyo. I will send ads to where my customers are. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
So that's how you determine, your market demography. You actually sit down and build a buyer persona who is a typical person that reaches out to you to buy your product. Sometimes you can determine that, and sometimes your product can determine that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you sell Pampers, I should be seeing you in Mom's Hangouts, on TV, when there's family, this African magic.
Family
like
shows.
Pampers. Yeah, shows. So family shows, that's where you should be. So you not go to a daddy's gathering. I'm sorry, like daddies buy Pampers, but they'll tell you, which one should I buy? Give me all those brands. And they still go there. Sometimes they buy the wrong size. No shades though. But I'm just saying, the major people that need those things are probably like moms, caring mothers, nurses. They will tell you this is what to do. And you also find like ads in hospitals because nurses can tell you what to use. So I hope that answers the question.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. A round of applause, please.
Depending on the mind that transforms them. For example, recently I saw Uncle Maya and this is my Ebuka. I don't know if you've seen that. I mean, I saw it on Instagram where you imitate an old school picture, and it was, and I saw the consistency. I saw that it was old, but they revived it with the mind of the present. So, as far as our mind is not dead, we can always revive anything. The most important thing is how wide, how explosive our mind is as creatives. So, as a fashion entrepreneur, you see a previous piece, what can you make out of it? So the question about going into extinction or not, it really has nothing to do when it's not mobile phones or cars.
So when you talk about authenticity in a period that technology is fast evolving, where we have the AI, we have algorithms and everything, I think most of my speaking career I've dealt with the issues of identity. And I say to people, so when we look at artificial intelligence as a construct and as a concept, it can also be artificial intelligence. So what that does is that it only amplifies what is already there. So AI doesn't create authenticity in any way. It only amplifies it. So that's why 1 million raised to the power of 0 is still 0. And 1 raised to the power of 10 So if there is nothing that is sitting on your inside, there is nothing AI wants to come and help you with. AI is still a tool. Technology remains a tool, right? And that's why in the hands of a warrior and in the hands of a fashion designer, who would kill the most? So it's about the weapon. So AI is a weapon, it's a tool. So if you put a sword in the hands of a 60-year-old samurai and you put it in the hands of a 5-year-old boy, who's going to do more damage? The elderly person is definitely going to create more. So sometimes when I see a lot of creatives argue about the fact that AI is going to replace you, AI is going to take over the market, no. It's only the people that know how to use AI that will replace those that don't know how to. So that's what's going to happen. So the only thing I want to tell people is, look within you, look on your inside. It is what is there that you're going to prompt. So if you look at the way image generation operates, it just simply revolves around how you prompt. It revolves around your literature, your usage of words, your library of knowledge. And that's why I can prompt this way and you can prompt this way. AI in itself is an entity that solely relies on your intelligence to function. So you can train it, but if there is nothing on your inside, if there is no identity, then you become a victim of the algorithm. Then instead of it working for you, it works against you.
Since I shows one thing, the future of African fashion will be digital, data driven, and global. Look at, like, it's amazing how people don't even understand how China work, how Nigerians get to buy China products, and before now they rarely buy our own products. Or sometimes they're like, oh, why is China thing so cheap? Is it because it's mass produced? Now you understand the fact that digital could actually come to help you in that segment. And so you don't want to miss the fact that this is not just a day journey. People started from nowhere to somewhere. One of the guest speakers at that Springs talked about the fact that, his journey even to become building his brand was something that actually pushed him out there, and today he's grateful he did that. And he's one of those that has actually encouraged us as Nigerians, as upcoming fashion entrepreneur, that you can do it. Because if you could use white bedsheets and nylon to make a PEP COVID-19 period jacket, come on, what else can you not do with it? So innovation actually goes a very long way for anyone in the industry. And I've learned a whole lot today. I've learned about the fact that AI is not here to complete it to anybody, but is here to improve on what you have as a person. Everyone spoke extensively about it. Maya Tafo talked about it, Prince talked about it, Dr. Ufota, a lot of, they were just making emphasis to let you understand that AI is not coming here to replace anything. And you just have to be bold about your decision. And Okuman, I learned the fact that content plus commerce is equal to what? Growth. So if you are in the business, you need to have a lot of things to give out there. People need to see your consistency. In one of the keynote segments today, Mayatafo talked about the fact that he, as a person, has made a particular piece 3 years back, and he didn't sell more than 10 pieces. And 3 years later, he remakes that same pieces and sold over 1,000. What did you think he did? It was content that actually helped him. Because if you as a business, and I say, I don't want to do adverts, though I posted one they're supposed to buy, my dear, when Coca-Cola is doing what? Posting their own content every day by day. So what's stopping you from posting yours? So what do you have to do? Come on. Trust, in case you don't have money like me, that I can't start, paying people to start doing adverts for me. You can do better yourself. And one of the things I think I learned today is the fact that data helps us design smart, not just finer. So you could actually have the smartest design, and not just you designing just beautiful outfit alone now, but it's about you designing, you having a smart way to design things and saving up the things you've designed, and that way it keeps you on the edge and puts you at the top of your game as a person. And the digital presence, it's powerful. You can't take away the power of digital, and this is something that has actually taken everyone from the closed door of, I needed to go to a TV station to make my adverts, I need to go to a radio station. No, you don't have to do that anymore. Content has brought you in the world where you can put yourself out there, and you will be glad that you did. And trust me, I also caught up with other creative designers and tech minds to hear their thoughts.
It's been amazing looking at where I'm coming from in terms of I've not been going to events. So I decided that, okay, from now, like I'm going to be going out for a lot of events, maybe like till next year too. Yeah, so but so far it's been good. I think one major thing is that it has realigned me, not just me, it has realigned my business. Okay, because if you observe, they are not just talking about business, they are also talking about personal branding, which is your life first before the business. Do you understand? So for me, I'm planning for next year already for my business and all. But I discovered that I need to go and do a lot on me, because it is me that transcends to my business. You get so that's, I think for me it's been beautiful.
Okay, so if I may ask, what business do you do?
I'm into clothing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
so
into
now
clothing.
I get it. So as a fashion person, having learned about scaling global exportation, talking about imbibing the culture of the technology into fashion business, what's your take on it?
Yeah, it's amazing because I think coming here a few years ago, I had that idea that how can I wrote it somewhere. I just remember why they were talking, that how can I infuse tech into my business. And today I'm coming and I'm seeing all of this. I discovered that tech is not really what people think. Maybe creating an app, or probably
Yeah, that's what we
is
think.
majorly having structure and business and system for your business. That how can I do this thing without people, without using people, or how can I do it that when I'm not there, it will still be going?
So for me, I think what I want to do now is go back and do my own work. So there was this part where Stas Hafo said that the time he created it, it didn't sell, but he gave it a 3-year gap. Then Ebuka bought it and he remodeled it. And like that same push he gave it this time around, it was different from the first time he did it. He didn't do it.
Consistency was
The
amazing.
consistency now that he's putting in. So I feel like now I'll go back and put in more consistency. And we spoke a lot about structure. Currently, I feel like from what we learned, I'm self-employed.
We are all self-employed.
I don't own a
Majority
business.
of us are self-employed.
So I would go and put in structure, see how people can like come in, so that I'm not just the one doing it. I can have the time to go and do the business that brings in the money, and not just sit behind you. No wheels to sew.
Very much.
So I learned a lot. Amazing time, amazing panelist section.
So if you were to be given an opportunity to be in the same event next year, would you come?
Definitely.
But would you want to come the same way?
No, we're coming bigger and better, and that's something.
That's the spirit. Standing here today reminds me of why I started my brand, to create fashion, to empower the express. Standing here today reminds me of why I started my brand, to create fashion, to empower and express myself. And now I'm learning how technology can help me scale it more efficiently, more sustainably, and more boldly. So every creative watching this, hear me clearly. African fashion story is still being written, so yours can be included. Don't take the power away from yourself. Innovation is our runway. Embrace it, use it, take it like it's your own personal one. Don't look at the other person. You should keep your eyes on the goal. There is room for all of us to grow, evolve, and shine. See, everybody can shine. Don't look at it that, this design I want to start doing. Somebody has done it before. Hello, baby. Tweak it, put yours, and do what? Bring it out there, and you might be surprised at what is going to come out for you. And lastly, we are building one stage, one story, and one dream at a time. And I believe that you can do it. So thank you for joining me today on the Donna Mix, and it's still your baby girl, Oyidamola Olukito. And I take you on the journey, don't forget, to the Fashion Tech Conference. So if you want to join us on this conversation, you can like, share, comment, drop your comments below. Let us know what you think about today's episode. And I'm saying bye-bye for now.